Hi guys, it's Monday. The allergies. I did not do many videos last week because of the allergies. And thank you to those of you who have tried to give me some suggestions, but I've tried so many and it's just 6 weeks of misery for me every year in Colorado. But Colorado is worth it. I haven't done comments in a really, really long time. So let's do some comments. I am working on a mini album and I'm going to give you a little hint. That's all. Okay, so the most recent vlog is the one where I did the front yard walkthrough and my breathtaking tea room finds over the weekend. Invented door. I have a thought, Raina. If you were to install a workshop style shelving unit at the back of the storage unit, you could make full use of the space top to bottom. And that is very correct. We have plans to go in there and reorganize and like the trunks, they can be stacked on top of each other, then boxes stacked on top of that. I'm not sure if we have any shelving units, but that's a really good idea. She said, did I see Alan putting cement down with bare hands? Question mark. Yes, you did. You have some great and lovely finds. Thanks for sharing. Deborah Hazeldine. We call the firecracker plants red hot pokers. I love how they look. Very eye-catching. You got some real bargains, especially the trunks. Vintage ones over here always get snapped up quick and not cheap either. And those were cheap. Savannah is using the metal one in her room. She put some of Rihanna's toys and things on top of it so Rihanna could sit in her little rocker and then play at that level. But I'll be getting that back when I need it. Oh, I'm wearing my heavy winter robe because it is so cold in here. When you have a swamp cooler, you can't control the temperature, and since it's been in the mid-90s, we have to keep it really cold at night so that it can overcome the really hot during the day. All right, so I'm going to go to vlog 218, the Savannah room tour, Facebook marketplace, trip to storage, Dr. Rant, and tea room anxiety. And you guys complained there was issues with the video. I'm trying to be really careful. I kind of thought maybe it was me when I do the editing. Maybe I added the video twice. I don't know, but I'm going to be really, really careful. So the last one, but it was short, the 10-minute one, came out okay, but there were a lot of clips put together. So Yvonne Alvizio gave me some suggestion for allergy relief, and she put, only if you are not allergic to bees. And I responded that it was very funny that my very first vlog, I doubt anyone will remember my very, very first vlog. Honey and I had gone for a bike ride and a bee stung me on my thigh and I swelled up. I got all purple. I went to the doctor and found out I had become allergic to bees. I was never allergic to bees as a child. And, you know, it could have been one of those really bad bees. I don't know. But, oh, the allergy medicine also makes me groggy. So anyway, has anybody watched since #1? I'm just curious. Dana K. Hey, Rena, I would definitely get another opinion on the ankle. That doesn't seem right to me. I have an appointment. Today's Monday. My appointment is next Monday. And just as an outsider looking in, watching your vlogs from day one, oh, maybe you saw that bee situation. And listening to you go through your Pinterest boards, it seems that finding deals, altering things, shabbying them up, and selling them is your true passion. I think you got my number there. I definitely think you got my number. It's what you do with paper also. Like a piece of paper and turn it into something beautiful and sell it. Since Alan is willing to help, have you considered just redoing furniture together as a business and the tea room be a tiny part of it? The landlord really doesn't want it to be an antique store or a furniture store. He wants it to be a tea room with that other stuff as a side. And the reason is because he's been in the business for 30 years and he said antique stores typically don't last very long. So honestly, I think I want it to be like 50-50. But I also am going to have an area with scrapbooking supplies. I'm going to have the party room that will also be a crop room for girls that want to gather and have a crop party. So it's going to be so many things. But I am getting stressed out, I will tell you. But yeah, he said that if we could make it a business where he could quit his job and we could just do this both full time, he would love that. Hope that makes sense and what I'm trying to say. Like a little tea space off to the side with crafty items for sale also, but mostly generated towards shabby altered furniture. Whatever you do will be fabulous. Savannah's room looks good and Rihanna sure was quiet. Oh well. We are not medicating her when she's here, and Savannah, let her dad know that while she's with us, she will not be getting medicated. Amanda Wireman. Amanda, where have you been? Amanda. I'm supposed to make Amanda something. And I really thought you were going to like those tags, those polka doodles tags that I made with the ladies. I thought you were really going to like that. And I thought you would tell me you wanted one. I'm so sorry, Amanda. I have so many commitments for design teams that, you know, the other day I told Honey, I was like, honey, I just want to thank you for being so understanding about me being in a craft room all the time. I just am so a little overcommitted. I always fulfill my commitments. I mean, I make it happen, but I do spend a lot of time in this room. So, Amanda, please forgive me. And if anything pops up and you love it, just let me know. It's yours. All right, Lori Townsend. Lori, I haven't heard from you in a while. Rena, I hope your ankle gets better soon. It's tough living in pain. I have a botched back surgery and I feel ya. Anyways, I wanted to suggest you look up Glenwood Tea Room in Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay, let's do that. Glenwood Tea Room, Shreveport. They're closed on Mondays. I went to a garage sale Saturday. I got the little shelf and the vintage frame. And the lady there stopped by yesterday because I told her where we lived. And she stopped by yesterday. And Honey came in and he goes, there's some people outside to see you. So I went out and it was them and they were like, hey, we didn't sell, you know, some of our antique pieces. And if you want them, we're just going to take them to the restore. If you want them, you can have them. I was like, yeah, thank you. So I went over there and there was 2 vintage chairs, and there were 2 like little benches that have storage in the seats of the benches, and they gave me those. And then she goes, I have this large set of what do you call it, like dishes, and they have this really beautiful shabby pattern on them, and she has a serving for 16 in addition to all the matching bowls and strainer and the glasses and the mugs and the cups and everything. Anyway, she's gonna get a price for me on what she wants for that and get back with me, so that would be awesome. But anyway, okay, so I'm looking at this. Oh, it's so quaint and so I don't know what you want to call it. Let's see if you can see it. So there it is. Yummy. See, that's what I imagine for my regular lunch type of item. Oh, so sweet. Parties and events. They have a Downton Abbey. 15 per person. Your guests will be served Angel's Dream Hot Tea, 3 assorted tea finger sandwiches, and a dessert. And for dessert, a buttermilk scone served with lemon curd and blah, blah, blah. Huh. Full afternoon tea, lunch and tea. That's cool. Guys, I love it when you share that stuff with me so that I can, you know, check these things out, and I have a folder that I save all this information in. So thank you for sharing that with me. She also says, I have a booth at a flea market and honestly think you would be perfect for that venture. I don't know if I would like sitting at a flea market. No. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather be in here doing this on the weekend and not there doing that on the weekend. I mean, I imagine for a while I will have to be the one at the tea room all the time. But I imagine having a staff, eventually growing to having a staff and not having to be there all the time. Debbie Graffius. I wouldn't be surprised about the swelling. She's talking about my ankle. I'm going to have an ankle replacement later this year, and I've had 3 surgeries on the same ankle. Now I have blah, blah, blah. She talks in depth about her injury. Oh, and the coffee machines, you might not have to do that, at least right away. Whatever vendor you have for your coffee supplier, they have machines that you can rent. Very good information. I will have to look into that. So thank you for sharing that. My question would be, how do you know that? Have you had a business of that nature? Let me know. Love to craft cards. Has not been paying attention to my blogs lately. Yes, Savannah is back living with us. And honestly, she is following the rules. She is keeping her room clean. We are getting along fantastically. Angel Hearts 51. What did your massage therapist say about the swelling? She said that when she stimulates, you know, by the massaging, it stimulates blood flow. She was surprised at how quickly it swelled, but she said stimulated blood flow in a normal appendage will not cause swelling, but in a damaged appendage it will. So that's what she said. And she says, remember, the grooming business is a need. The tea room will be an add kind of luxury. Well, I see what you're saying, but not really, because the tea room is going to be a business. It's supposed to generate revenue. It's not for fun. It is, although it will be fun, it's just the next stage of business in my life. And I was talking to my mom the other day, and I even said, you know, I imagine that someday after I decide to retire from the tea room, that maybe Savannah's ready to retire from grooming. She moves to the tea room, and, you know, how fantastic would that be? Naomi West, sorry you're still having trouble with your foot. Can you get a second opinion? Yes, I have that scheduled next Monday. The what ifs are a pain when it comes to decision making. Don't let them take over. Yeah. I do have genuine stress. You see the excitement part, but I do get stressed. I've done one video where I was having a meltdown day, and there might be more coming up as we get a little closer. But all the people that I'm purchasing from, I'm letting them know what I'm doing, and I get real enthusiastic comments. Let me know. Here's my number. Here's my email. Let me know when your store's opening. I'll be excited to come. But I'll tell you, that big piece of furniture we got, I think that lady will have a heart attack if she sees that painted white. But it's getting painted white. Okay. I have a question. So I had the vlog where I showed the space where I'm going to put the shop, the tea room. And nobody commented. Not one. Was there something wrong? Would it not let you comment? Because I know you guys. And I'm just surprised there wasn't even one. So let me know. Okay. Oh, here's a lot of comments. This was Memorial Day Storm, Roseanne Tweet, The Walking Dead OMG, and Food in My Life. And since I did that video, I've really been diligent about not eating the food I cooked for Savannah and Honey, and I already feel a difference in my pants, and I love it. So I'm sticking with it. And there's been several times I really did have to fight with myself to not do something as far as eating goes that would jeopardize that. And it, I felt good the next morning to wake up and go, ha 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 ha, I did not sneak that Oreo out of Honey's side drawer next to the bed last night. Anyway, I'm being silly. Yvonne Alvizio loved to storm watch when we lived in Kansas and Florida. Do you like sci-fi fantasy genres? Depends. When it comes to watching my weight, the struggle is real, so I'd be happy to be a part of your support group. Well, thank you. As far as the sci-fi thing goes, I watched Stranger Things, but I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as the reality struggle of the Walking Dead characters struggling to survive in that apocalypse. I know a lot of people who have tried the keto diet and have been very successful. The hubby and I are thinking about giving it a try. Love your chit chat, so keep it coming. Yeah, my massage therapist is a really good sized lady. Really good. It's really tall and heavy set. And she said when she came last week that she'd been on the keto diet and lost 30 pounds in 2 months. Now she said it's low protein, and I thought, oh, I like meat. But she said, you can eat cheese. And when she said you can eat cheese, I was like, I like cheese more than I like meat. So maybe this could work. So I'm going to investigate in that some. If any of you guys have any input on that, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Debbie Utze, if Rick leaves, I'm done. Daryl can't pull it off. Neither is Maggie. My opinion, it's sad. But I've asked a couple of times. It has not. But I've asked you a couple of times. It's not as good as the beginning. Makes me sad. I did like it better when it was their survival and they really didn't have a protected area, like a fenced area. But it is what it is. You know, I love it. I will watch it to the end, even if they kill Rick off. And we are talking about The Walking Dead for those of you who don't watch. If they kill off Rick, I will hate that. But as my mom always says, hate the sinner. No, hate the sin, not the sinner. So the sin would be Rick leaving The Walking Dead, and the sinner would be The Walking Dead itself. So I will watch till the end. Cynthia Emmerich, weight management is a struggle for my older daughter, and she has come to love herself as she had a weight issue 18 years ago, but then I had a stroke and was told to lose weight. Lucky for me, because of the stroke, nothing tasted right, so I wouldn't eat as much and lost 60 pounds and kept it off. Now, at 76, I have anemia and loss of appetite, so lost weight again, but this time is not good, and I need to gain, and I'm finding it hard to do so. Cake. Cake will do the trick. So don't worry about it too much. Just eat what you like in moderation. You should be fine. God bless. You know, I come from a family that has all, except my brother, all struggled with our weight. And all the girls anyway. And then it's carried on to Savannah. And it's a real struggle. You know, a lot of people have a lot worse problems than that. So, you know, I don't want to make it sound the end of the world, but it is difficult. So Cynthia Emmerich also commented, Roseanne should be able to say what she wants. Bill Maher, John Colbert, I don't know what the next one is, can all say insulting things with no consequences. ABC hired her knowing how outspoken she is. On the other hand, they canceled Last Man Standing, which is a conservative type show with good taste and very funny. What's up with that? And I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Rena Stoles. And Rena, we spell our name the same. I like it. Rena, you're beautiful. I have the same problem. A moment on the lips, forever on the hips. Actually, it's more on my tummy and my thighs. But all I can do is control my input. And sometimes that's hard. Oh, Charlene Chapman. Love, 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 love. Yes, that many loves. Thunder. Katie S. Oh, Rena, when I heard about the Roseanne tweet, I thought of you and couldn't wait to hear what your thoughts would be. That's too funny. I thought it was probably a bit over the top that they canceled the show. I feel sorry for the rest of the cast and crew who put the show together and who have lost their jobs. I've never been a fan of the show, even when the original was on. Me neither. I don't like sitcoms really very much at all. I did like Seinfeld, but not a big sitcom fan. I've heard a lot of stuff over here the last 2 days, and today I even heard on a TV morning talk show that Roseanne's son was outspoken, has spoken out about how he blames himself because he didn't trust to leave her alone with a phone. I also heard today a medical expert said it is possible that the sleeping pill played a part. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know about all that. I don't know. It just is what it is, and the consequences are what they are. So, Jenna Mama, hi Rena, love the vlog. It worked out good in 2 parts, but missing seeing you this week. Wow, that storm was cool. We're supposed to have storms every day this week. I love storms. But you know me, I like snow, I like storms, I like foggy, I like it all. Except sunny. I could do without sunny. I've been out of watching much except Netflix lately. Also, I have a 50th birthday coming up and struggle with being my heaviest in my whole life. I recently started the keto diet, and sugar is the hardest to quit. But all the fresh and farm types of food I find are so satisfying. You are such a wonderful, beautiful lady. Don't give up. You've got this, sweetie. We can do this, is what I mean. Love you. You brighten my day, and your beautiful smile and great visits. Thank you. That makes me feel awesome. I really appreciate that. Stacy D, I struggle also. I think about every bite. Sometimes I think about every bite too. It's hard. I support you. Check out sparklepeople.com. You are amazing. Hugs. You guys really lifted my spirits that week. Kim Ross, great video. Love your pets and love your outlook. My little dog loves being in the craft room with me too. Wow, that was a lot of hail. Can't wait to see your new design team projects. How exciting. Yes, the floating teacups are a great idea to sell at an antique mall. Something very different for people to look at and buy besides the usual antique stuff. People should never be compared to apes of any kind, in my opinion. I guess my problem with that, going back to that a little bit, she says, I really don't like the orangutan comparison towards people with red hair. Fighting the afternoon sweet cravings can be a real struggle. Yeah, you know, there were comparisons of Trump to an orangutan from Planet of the Apes, and there was no uproar about that. None whatsoever. Lori Marcucci, Rena, I think you look great. Dieting has always been a struggle for me. At this stage of my life, I'm having a more difficult time, but it is what it is. I love all your crafts and enjoy the videos and how the family is included. I am bummed that Designated Survivor is not coming back. I love that show so much. Roseanne should be ashamed of herself for tweeting racist comments. What was she thinking? It doesn't just affect her, but the entire group of actors, and that's true. Karen Karcher, we are the same age, and I can relate to your weight struggles. I don't know, girl, your little thumbnail, you look really thin. I felt like being overweight was more painful than eating healthy. In the past 2 years, I have lost 50 pounds. Okay. My daughter in master's program for RD helped me transition into plant-based eating. My gosh, I never thought I could go vegan, but I love it. High intakes of meat, dairy, and poor grain choices were causing me to have a heavy and inflamed body. I feel so light and healthy now. And she also says, may I suggest the documentary Forks Over Knives on Netflix for some inspiration on healthy eating. I would never go vegan or non-meat. I just, no. No. But I like that, the name of that documentary, Forks Over Knives. That's kind of I should definitely try watching it. Sherry Walters, Rena, I think you're beautiful inside and out. I never had a problem with weight until I turned 50. And when I lost the 80 pounds, I don't know, it was like 44, it was before menopause. I went through menopause after I married Honey, I went through menopause. And that's when it started creeping back on. And I just can't get it off. I look at it like this. Believe me, I was the kid that got picked on through my childhood, even by my family. I swore that I would come out a better person and not let them keep me down. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I have been with my husband my entire life. I love him to death. I have 3 daughters and a grandson whom I would die for, and all of them think that I am the most beautiful person in the world. That is what makes it easy for me to get by the few extra pounds that I have on. Life is very short and flies by. You need to be happy with yourself. I do see the love that surrounds you when I watch your vlogs. There are a lot of people out there who do not have that, and that's true. I count my blessings. Honey and I count our blessings, believe me. Like I said, I think that you are an incredibly strong, independent, beautiful person. Keep your chin up, because if you don't, the double chin shows. Oh, I see that you are the kind of person who puts their mind on something and will do whatever it takes to succeed. Awesome. And what a great crafter. And of course, who could forget all that you did for your granddaughter and son-in-law when your daughter was trying to find her way? Thank you for wording it that way. When your daughter was trying to find her way. You are a beautiful person. Never forget that. Thank you, Sherry. Thank all of you. Angel Hearts 51. Great redo. No problems. Yay. Oh, there were no, yeah. And going to say this again. You're beautiful inside and out. Blessings and prayers. Vicky in Texas. Crafty Kim, the weight issues, shaking my head. My daughter just called me a whale because she was mad. I'm going to go work out. My problem is bread. It is what I eat for breakfast. Shaking my head. Hugs. They have the 45 calorie sliced bread Sarah Lee makes, and that's what I had when I lost the 80 pounds. I was allowed to have 2 slices a day. She also says, I agree, The Walking Dead is a bigger issue. Wow, shaking my head. Daryl can carry the show. And if they think Maggie can, maybe if Carl is alive, then maybe. But he's not. I've been meaning to watch Scandal. If you haven't watched Scandal, it would be a great time to just binge Scandal. All right, guys, I've been talking for almost 32 minutes. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll see you soon. Today, it is 9:53. In 3 hours, I'm going to be having major dental work done. So, I'm not one of those people who freaks out about going to the dentist, but I'm getting a deep cleaning on all 4 quadrants. So, I'm going to be really uncomfortable later. All right. See you guys soon. Bye.